Week 8 of the Ultimate RV Show National Tour, folks. I am Ian Baker, and I am joined by Nellie. And Nellie, I'm super excited. This week's customer pick is a Class A, something you're very familiar with, right?
I love Class A's. When I heard it was a Class A, I was pumped. I'm like, let's go look at it right now. I'm ready. I love Class A's.
Yeah, there's a ton to love, especially on this one. We have the Thor Hurricane 33X. It's an awesome floor plan. Tell me, Nellie, when it comes to Class A's, like, what are some of your favorite things? What do you just love about them?
All right. First of all, they're more open. It just feels more spacious when you're in a Class A. I think it's just more open space. And two, I'm going to say I do miss being able to drive. If you got to go to the bathroom, go to the bathroom. If you want to go grab a snack, go for it. You need to take a nap on the bed, you can. And you don't have to stop. And I love that. My husband probably doesn't feel that way because he drove the Class A, but I loved it.
Yeah, no, I agree, and that's what I tell people too. You know, especially with a big bus like this, you know, even with the slide in, you still have access to all those things: the refrigerator, the bathroom, and the travel is just—it's more enjoyable.
It's
you know,
so easy.
You're comfortable, you're in a good space, you don't have to get out of your vehicle. Like I said, everything is just perfectly self-contained.
Especially with kids, we got to bring all the toys in the truck and then put them back when they're ready to play in the trailer. It's kind of a lot, so Class A's are great for kids and families.
Perfect. Well, should we take a look at the outside?
Let's
kind of
do
walk
it.
down?
Yes, let's go.
So with this one, this is, you know, built on the Ford F53 chassis. Pretty common for a gas Class A. You have the 7.3 liter Triton engine in there, which again, on that Ford chassis, super common. Some of the things that I do like, so with this one, with the mirror, you have the side camera built into the mirror, which is really nice.
That's amazing, yeah.
So as soon as you put on the blinker, you know, it helps cover that blind spot a little, which is always great. And it's a heated mirror too. So for somewhere like we are today, when it's a little chilly, you don't have to, you know, you can actually make sure you're going to be able to see. It'll defrost
I love that.
for you. Yeah.
Our front camera actually went off while we were driving here because it was just too cold and snowy and windy. So brilliant. Whoever made that, I hope you're rich and all the blessings. Yeah.
Outside TV. You know, that's a kind of a nice thing to have, especially, you know, if you want to sit out here, just have the chairs. It's kind of the best of both worlds, right? Like if there's a show you can't miss or something you want to watch, you're still kind of outside in nature, underneath the awning. Everyone just kind of sitting around, hanging out.
Totally, especially if Dad's at the grill or something and he's got his football on or whatever he wants to watch.
There you go.
I know that's important for you men, so I'm sure you love it.
I do. You have the sound bar there too, and one of the other things, Nellie, we talked about is storage. We talk about Class A's, just a ton of storage.
You can't have enough storage. I can't say that enough. You don't think you might need enough, but you'll always need storage. So this is beautiful. They did a great job with, you can put I don't know, I guess long stuff in there or tall stuff. There's totally enough space here.
Yeah, because the way the I-beam is structured, like up top, if there actually is a little bit of pass-through storage up top there. So if you have some longer items like, you know, that'd be a little bit skinnier, but like skis or maybe, you know, fishing poles, right? Paddleboard, right? You're still able to fit that stuff up there, which is great.
Really cool. I love
and another thing too, right, is the container itself here, the actual storage space. A lot of people, when they see it, they're like, oh, you know, it's plastic, I want metal. But what they don't realize is with the plastic, you don't have to worry about anything rusting out, right? Like if you put a bunch of wood in here, when you're done, you can just wash it out. There's a drain right in the bottom. You can open that drain up, and you can just rinse that all right out, and it's nice and clean again.
Very cool, and I see that there's a light that comes on when you open it.
Yes, yes. There's a light, and
nice.
it's one of the things that Thor does really well is any compartment will have a light in it. It'll always be lit, so if you're getting in there at night, you'll be good to go.
That's super awesome. No, I love that because I don't know how many times at night we get to our campsite really late, but we got to grab something, and it's forget your flashlight, got to run back in. Yeah, love it. Very cool.
Frameless windows on here too, you know, which look really nice. And you can get optional dual pane if you want dual pane frameless. They are available. Okay. But you know, I really like the look of the frameless windows and the fact you can have them open when it's raining. You know, so that way you can still get some airflow through in there.
Absolutely. Yeah, I really like that look.
And the awning's cool too, right?
Yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, you kind of have like the linear awning. You don't have the arms coming down. Has the LED lights, you know, built right into the arm, so it lights up the campsite.
And I'm guessing you just press a button and it comes out, right?
Yes, you got it.
Our Class A was not that way. This is a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. I love it. Nice and easy. They make RV living easy when they do stuff like that.
Exactly. That's what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
And one of the other things I like too, talking about making it easy, is on the rear tire, you do have a valve extender. So you're able to fill the inside of the dually right here. Otherwise, it's a pain to have to try to reach back in there and fill. But you can see, I mean, you know, you have the valves right there. It's nice and simple. Yeah, I love the fact they actually put the extension on there.
Yeah, they did think of everything. So far, so good. Did they think of everything on the inside, though? I'm like,
should we go? Do you want to go check it out? We
yeah,
should.
let's do it. I'm ready to see this.
All right.
Wow. I'm loving the light colors in here. It's
Right?
very spacious, very open.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was a nice touch that they did.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the RV industry as a whole, right? It's always been such kind of dark colors, and people kept screaming like, "We want lighter, we want lighter." And I swear, finally in 2021, they finally listened. They brought out lighter colors, and here we are.
You know what? I think the reason for that is because before RV living wasn't, a full-time thing. Like,
sure.
Back then, it was more of a weekend warrior, and so darker colors kept things cleaner. But now people are living this full time, and they want this to be their home.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So lighter colors, more of a modern look.
Yep.
Good job.
Yeah. Right.
Great.
Yes, and it's big. It's open, right? This 33X floor plan. I mean, this entire wall right here is all one giant slide.
No, it's not.
Yeah. So you can see. I mean, you just get a ton of space in here. I mean, it's awesome from the front all the way to the back. It gives you that open floor plan feel.
Wow. Okay, yeah, that's what I love about Class A's is that they're so open.
Yes.
And another cool thing back here is that usually the dresser is all the way up to the bed, so you kind of have to do this thing.
Yeah, the little shimmy.
You can just dance here, Got plenty of room to break it down. It's great. I love it.
One of the things we talked about a few weeks back was the fact that, you try to find a place to work out. And sometimes in a Class A, it can be hard, but with something like this, you have all the space in the world.
Kids can play there. The dogs can have a bed down there.
Exactly.
I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Ooh, loving it. Loving it.
Yeah, and beautiful features. I mean, great woodwork in here for the cabinets, solid surface countertops.
Yep, and they have the modern handles, which we love. This is actually when we renovated our Class A. These are the kind of handles we got. So they're stepping up their game. It's good.
I'm a big fan, right? So when you start to go through RVs, like sometimes they'll have knobs and sometimes they'll have pulls.
Yeah.
I personally am a pull guy, right? Like I want my whole hand to be in there. Sometimes with the knob, like it just hurts my fingers. I don't know.
Yeah.
Something about it. I just like the looks of the pulls. I like just the feel of them.
It just makes things easier.
Yeah.
I don't have to look for the knob. I can just find the pull and have a conversation.
And you're good to go.
Lots of counter space here that I see, which for me as a mother who mostly I cook.
Sure.
It might be the other way around, but I need the space. I need it, and I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. And you kind of have, so they do a couple great things here, right? One is the fact that they give you sink top covers. So, what I oftentimes will do is just take one off, and so you still have, like basically a bowl over here, but you get all this for prep space. You get this, dedicated prep space, and if you need it, if you're not using the cooktop, that's recessed. You can use that too. So you get, quite a bit of usable countertop space in a floor plan like this.
No, you're absolutely right, and I love that. I love that she actually pointed it out. That's like so smart because usually they'll do one big one.
Right.
And a lot of them, which is sometimes very needed. Sometimes you need that space,
absolutely.
But you can have either option with this.
Yep.
Very cool. You're right. They are starting to think of everything.
I know.
Right?
They're getting there. They're doing good. An actual tile backsplash too, right?
Love that.
Not just like a wall board, it's an actual real tile backsplash.
Or that wallpaper you see back then. That's beautiful. They actually did a very good job here.
Yeah.
We got the 3 stoves.
Yep.
Which I'm always about the 3 stoves. I love, we have this too, the glass lid that flips open and over, and I love it. So simple. It stays there. It doesn't move. And then when you're done, it just easy.
Right back.
Boom.
Yep. I agree with you.
So important. And it looks really nice and clean and classy, and if it gets dirty, it's so easy to clean.
Well, and that's part of it, right? That's one of the great things is, I talk about the fact there is a beautiful tile backsplash, but this is so easy to clean, and it catches most of whatever is going to splash up, and the glass you just wipe down, good to go, move on.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody loves an easy cleaning job.
That's right. That's right. This is another one for me too, is the fact that there's enough space down here for a trash can. That's always a big one to me. I always want to have a place for a trash can because I hate having it just hang out. It's just not for me.
Same. No, I'm totally the same. And you can put your cleaning supplies in here, no problem.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
And that's really important to have. So very cool. I love that they put a lot of space there. Wonderful.
Let's work our way back a little bit, and then we'll work our way back up to the front. So talk to me about the bathroom. How do you feel about the bathroom, about the space we have, some of the amenities? What are you thinking?
Let me take a little gander here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. I already seen things I like. One.
Okay.
Medicine cabinet.
Yep.
I love that there's stuff to put, like a place to put your stuff without it being in the way or falling out or on shelves that don't make sense. Very realistic, and love that for RV living.
Yes.
Another thing I love is, maybe it's because our RV doesn't have this, but they have a towel holder and the toilet paper holder.
Yes.
Which
yes.
most trailers should have. Some do not, though, and so
yes.
it's nice that we don't have to go buy some and then try to add it somewhere to make it work.
Uh-huh.
Lots of space, and there's just so much storage.
Yeah, which
So
you know,
much.
which you need. So you're gonna have, you know, hand towels. You're gonna have, you know, extra. What my wife calls HBA products, right? Like health and beauty products, like things you're gonna need,
Yes.
you know, to be able to put in there. And
Us ladies got to take care of ourselves, you know.
the skincare routine at night, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And that's a big and very tall shower. I mean, my
Yes.
husband's 6'5", and he'd fit in that no problem.
Bryce is a tall guy.
He is very tall, and that's important, especially with that sunroof right there.
Yes.
No problem at all.
Something else I like on the outside too. So this is something they came up with a few years back, and it's a multiplex wiring system. I believe this one is the Firefly is what they call it. But this is really cool because everything is centralized, right? Like I can control all the lights from right here. I can turn on my generator, you know, my tank monitoring panel. Everything is built into this super convenient panel.
Slide-ins and awnings?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. Everything right from there. And what we'll see is we kind of go out, and I'll point them out as we move around, like when we go up front and stuff, is they have small little controllers as well that are kind of dedicated to that specific area. So it might have lights, for example, like just in the dinette, or you know, like it will control things kind of in that little area. And we'll take a look at those in a little bit. But it's really cool how it's all interconnected.
Now, is that connected to? I know some have apps, and you can do it from your phone. Is this one of those?
Exactly. Yep.
Very
So
neat.
absolutely, yeah. So you can connect it to an app, connect via Bluetooth, and you can control all this stuff right from there. And you know, again, like I said, you can see right there, tank monitoring panel. You know, everything for your generator. It has auto gen start on this coach as well. And you can set that for a few different things. So it can be time, it can be voltage, right? Like if your batteries dip down too low, the generator will automatically kick back on and recharge your batteries. Yep. So it's got some cool features. So, you know, if you're gone, you're not going to come back to a dead motorhome.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Best thing you've told me so far. Okay, very neat. Maybe it's because we've had that happen to us, and we're like, dang.
Right?
It would be nice if it just kicked on.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. And so as you said, huge bedroom back here.
Very
lots
big.
of bedroom space.
Lots of dancing room. Lots of workout.
Lots of dance space.
Very cool. Yeah. What size is this bed?
You know,
It seems huge.
It does. I would have to check. It might be a king.
I'm gonna say it's at least for sure a queen,
It
but it looks like it could be a king.
I would have to agree with you, Nelly. You know what? Let me see if it says. Hold on. It is. Let's see, 72 by 76. So yeah, so it's what they call like an RV king, right?
Okay.
So it's you're gonna have the
Very
72 wide, 76 long. So it's gonna be 4 inches shorter than what you'd have for like a residential king. But yeah, definitely nice big bed. You got the you got the width on there.
Especially when you put kings in RVs, usually there's even less room to move.
Exactly.
And there's so much room with a huge bed.
Yep.
That's like my dream. That is what this is important.
That is
okay.
my dream, she says.
I love that they have the outlets here for your phones. So you don't have to do like the little blocks and stick them in. Nice and easy. Have things charging. Lots of space.
Yep, and I like that the nightstands are kind of out of the way, right? Like sometimes they'll have them like hanging over the bed.
Yes.
Which to me just seems like it's something you're going to hit in the middle of the night, not anything I want to worry about.
Especially
but here,
you take your sheets off.
Yes, exactly.
So annoying.
Yeah. Sounds like you've been there before.
Yeah, yeah, this is great. I love it. 2 windows.
Yep.
So
yep.
lots of
Cross
natural light.
ventilation. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then you have lots of storage. I mean, not just above the bed, but all along the back here too. I mean, you have huge storage right there. You know, good mirrors.
This is where I'm gonna get ready.
Yep.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Holy moly.
So,
look at that space.
Yeah, huge wardrobe all the way across there.
That's another room. Wow. That's awesome. I love that. That's a lot of closet space.
Yes, it is.
That's like more than some people's houses. Okay.
And then over here, so this is going to be versatile, right? So you have options. So you'll see there's a hanging rod across the top.
Yes.
You also have a shelf. So if you want to use it for storage, you absolutely can. You can have, shoe storage, you can hang clothes, or if you want washer and dryer, this panel right here is removable, and there'll be washer prep right behind that, and it's already prepped for the dryer there.
Very cool. And you know what? It seems like with the RV washer and dryers, they're small enough that you could have room to, hang your clothes to dry.
Right.
After you wash them.
Yep.
Wow, very
so
cool.
This one should have enough space for a stackable unit so that, you have a separate washer and dryer.
Okay.
But yeah, absolutely. If you want like a combo unit, you could probably put that in there and still have the space up top.
Very neat. No, I love this. I love all the mirrors.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not conceited. I just, I like to look good in the morning.
So you know what's really funny about mirrors, and this is a very weird personal story, but for whatever reason, and this is the reason I keep opening all these, because if I see a mirror, I will stop and look at myself, and I will talk to you, but be looking at myself, and I don't know why I do it.
It's a natural thing. I think we all do that. We realize. I think it's just a subconscious thing.
Thank you, because my wife makes fun of me for it all the time.
Really?
She's like, would you quit looking in the mirror? I'm like, I'm sorry.
That's funny. I think we all tend to just, do a double take and just make sure everything's good.
All right, I feel better now.
Okay. Okay, I can't handle this. There's so much closet space.
Yes, that's one of the awesome things about this floor plan. And we talk about, full-time living. Something like this really makes it easy. I mean, you have the giant wardrobe here. You have washer, dryer, or more storage space there. You have another wardrobe right here.
You have plenty of space.
Yeah, and so, both of you will get closet space. Or you may get this one and 3/4 of that one. I don't know what your guys' arrangement is. That's how my closet at home is.
With all of Bryce's shoes, he might actually win that, in that category.
Good for him.
So this could be, people can't complain with this one. There's more than plenty enough space for clothes, towels, shoes, anything they need.
And drawers all along the bottom.
And
I mean, you have 6 massive drawers there.
Oh,
so any
I didn't even
clothes,
notice this.
Yep.
Okay, we got counter space here, and then a TV.
Yep.
And more drawers.
Exactly.
All right.
And so,
What is this?
so this is something else I talked about. So we talked about that multiplex system, right? And here it is. So you can kind of see how there's some different options on here. But let me show you what's kind of cool on this.
Okay,
Ready?
let's see it. What?
So this actually comes off, but it still operates. So if I want to turn off the bedroom lights, there they go, right? The vanity lights, same thing. So what you can do is you can take this controller, you can set it by your bed, and there is a gen set on here. So if you wake up in the middle of the night and it's really hot and you turn your generator on so your ACs kick on, you can do that right there.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so you can carry these around with you and they'll work anywhere in the coach.
I usually just kick my
cool.
husband out of bed and have him, do all that stuff. So I'm sure he would love this, just to be like, all right, generator.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Very cool. I'm not even gonna
Oh
try
yeah,
to
you're
touch
fine.
that.
You're fine. It clips back on here, but whoops.
You
Of course,
press them.
I hit all the lights, but as I was taking it off, let's see. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Very
TV
cool.
up top. That does pull. You had it. You got it.
Oh, it does pull.
Yeah. Yep.
I was
So
a little
if we-
nervous. Oh, what?
Yep.
Stop.
Absolutely.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that. More so you can put all your movies in here, your secret
Yes.
snacks the kids can't find.
That's right. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, the other thing I like about it too is if you have auxiliary equipment, right? Like if you have a Blu-ray player, you can put it in here, and what you'll notice is they left this back open, and so that way you can run your cables, just plug everything right in here, and everything's tucked away. You don't have to see it.
What?
I'm a big guy on cable management, right? Like I hate having my cables. Like if I hang a TV on my wall, like I want to run it through the wall, like I don't want it running down.
Totally.
And so this right here just makes everything super clean.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed. Okay, so far I'm just blown away by everything they're thinking about.
Yeah, I mean more, again, just
More
storage
cabinet.
galore all the way through the 33X. Microwave, big microwave.
Yeah.
Refrigerator here. You can see kind of the stainless steel. And the cool thing about this is, if I rub on it, you can see this is kind of like the anti-fingerprint, like stainless steel, right? Like your fingerprints don't show up super easily.
Oh, that's nice.
And so it cleans up nice and easily there too. But good cold storage.
Wow, lots of
Open
space.
that up there.
Oh, that's a very deep fridge.
Yeah, so if
That's
you take a look
super
right in
deep.
there, yep, big storage in there.
Wow. Okay. Very cool. And I love that you can move the shelves however you want, so you can fit whatever you need to wherever you want it.
Yeah.
Very cool. Got your drink holders.
Yeah, right? Important.
And very important. Wow. Okay.
And then right up top, right, because we're in the kitchen, you have a max air fan right here. So this does a couple cool things for you. One is the fact if you're cooking, it's going to get your smells out quick, right? If you're cooking
Very
bacon,
important.
something like that.
No mold.
What's that?
The no mold.
That's right. That's right. Yes.
Yep.
If you want to dry it out, you can fire that sucker up.
Okay.
Also, if sometimes we just don't want to run the AC, or you don't want to turn on the generator if you don't have shore power. So what you can do is you can open up a few windows, turn this on, And I always tell people, because people don't believe me about how much air this actually moves, but if you open up just one window and turn that on and put your hand in front of the window, you will feel it pull the air in. Like it does an incredible job of moving air through this RV.
That is very cool. Yeah. Looks pretty powerful.
Yeah, yep. Nice big fan on there. You know, and again, so it really helps with the air movement. And of course, if you do want AC, I mean, you have dual ACs in this unit, fully ducted. So that'll keep everything nice and cool there. And with a 5,500 watt generator, you can run that system with no problem.
That's amazing. Okay, no, that is good to know. And there's a screen on there so no bugs can get in.
Yes. Important. We don't want that.
Yeah, no. I mean, like we're camping, but like let's not have the bugs inside the house.
I understand that. I totally get that. I also want to point this out. We kind of passed by it as we came in, but there are a couple things here too that are pretty important. And one of them, you're going to see right down here is solar, right? So it already has a solar controller built in, solar panels up on the roof.
Very cool.
So that'll help trickle charge that battery so that, you know, again, if you're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, you don't have shore power, don't want to run the generator, you just kind of get that nice slow trickle charge, which is always good.
And I just noticed when you grab that huge railing.
Yes, yeah, big grab handle.
Lots of support.
Yes, absolutely. And the thing I like about this is it helps on the way out, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
When you talk about a lot of RVs in general, they'll have an outside handle, but nothing on the inside, you know, to help you down. Or sometimes it's hard to reach that handle outside. So I do like the fact that it's here. It's pretty cool.
You know, and this may seem so silly, but this little space right here, throw your keys right here.
There you
go.
Will not lose them. Have a little bowl right there.
Yeah, that's funny. Or, I mean, watching a movie right here.
Yes.
I mean, I know there's probably a drink holder, right?
There is.
Oh my gosh, there's two.
Yes.
Okay.
So this
is. You can put your drink back here, but there's cup holders.
This is the kind of the best seat in the house, in my opinion, right?
Yeah.
And kind of like we talked about, Nellie. Here's one of the things I just love about being in a motorhome is that this is the seat you could ride in.
Yep.
You know, or the kids or whoever it may be.
Oh
yeah, there's seat belts.
All right.
Yep.
This is where I'd be.
Exactly. And I like this setup arrangement when you have more seating directly across, because when that slide comes in, you know, you're going to be kind of, I guess the word would be intimate, right? Like you'll be close with whoever is in the dinette. So for conversation and stuff, you can have great conversation. The table will actually be close enough that if you want to reach up and like play a card game, you can still reach the table there.
Yeah. Have some food.
Yeah, exactly. Set up some snacks, and like you say, cup holders here, there. And that's one of those things that people don't think about. But when you're traveling, you know, I tend to stop at fast food and just grab something quick. But you know, those cups, if you don't have a cup holder, are bound to spill. They're bound to make a mess.
1,000%.
Yep. So having the cup holders is just one of those added bonuses.
It's like when your kids ask for a cup of your drink and you're like, don't spill it, and they're like, I won't, but they always do.
They always do.
And then I see that there's cup holders over there as well. So lots of space for if you are traveling. You can have your drinks, like you said. Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that dinette does drop down into a bed as well. You know, so if we need to drop that down, have that extra sleeping spot, now you'll be good to go. So you have all sorts of sleeping, and we'll see a hidden bed in here in a little bit.
I'm excited.
That I really absolutely love. And it just
I just found this handle right here. Let's see if I can do it.
There you go. It's a little tough.
I think it might be frozen.
Is it? See what we got here.
Let's see if you can do it. Oh, maybe I just need to push out more. It's cool. I'm fine like this.
Yeah, just kick back, relax.
These reclining sofas that they're doing now are game changers.
Yeah. Oh, they're awesome. Absolutely
game
awesome.
Changers.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it is a little frozen.
Yeah.
It's cold outside.
Yeah.
It is cold in here.
This winter vortex. All
yes. But yeah, TV right above the dinette, so you have a few good spots to see it from both the dinette as well as
especially when you're traveling. Like I said, if you have a long trip and you want to buckle your kids in, great distractor.
Yep,
and this
absolutely.
is nice. I would love this.
Absolutely. So, cab up for. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'm just happy. That's all. I'm just happy to see
how. You can pull on that. I'll let you.
Wait, what is it? That's awesome.
Right.
I was like, what is gonna happen?
Not wasting any storage, so you have a little bit of extra storage right there. It's always super handy.
That's so nice, and it comes out because ours. And I love, it's great when the storage. Oh, now it pops out.
Yep.
Goes all the way in, but the thing is, you open it and then you have to like get down and go in.
Yes.
I do actually like this more, where it just pulls out, you grab what you need, and you put it away.
Pro tip for you, and I tell people this, if you have it where the door just swings open, try to find like a long tote that you can put in there.
Oh,
if you try to measure it out, that way you can pull it out and be able to access things. Because exactly what you said, otherwise you have to get down your hands and knees.
Yeah, it's a little much.
Yeah, it becomes a little cumbersome.
We sold that RV, our Class A, but we sold it to people who actually turned that area into a cat house.
Really?
Yeah, so I worked for them.
Perfect.
You know, I never would have thought, but you know, you can do anything in these RVs.
There you go.
Here we go. Got it.
Yes, I think mine's gonna come out next. There we go. Okay. All right. So so right up front, the cab. You know, quick couple things. Why don't you come on up? Take a seat. Take a seat.
I'm just excited about this hidden bed. Is it right here? Like, where is it?
Yeah, I'll show you. Don't you worry.
Okay.
So a couple of quick things I like about it. One, nice big touchscreen display, right? So whether it's navigation, radio, you know, you have Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all that's built in. So that way you can have kind of the hands-free navigation on there. It's pretty handy. And again, it's a nice big screen too.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I love that a lot. I like the 3 cup holders because, man, when you have a long drive, you need your things.
Yes.
You need them right here.
Yes. And one of the other things I always like to tell people too is this right here. So this is something they started doing a few years back. Normally in most Class A's, this is all carpeted.
Yeah.
And it starts to get gross, right?
Yes.
You know, it's like it is today. It's slushy, it's wet.
And it's usually really hot.
Exactly. So they did a couple things. One is the fact that this is fiberglass means it cleans up nice and easily.
Yeah.
And 2, they actually have like a sound deadening like neoprene layer underneath in there. And so, because your engine is right there, so it's not as loud when you're driving either, because usually that's where a lot of the noise is coming from.
Very cool.
Yeah.
That would have been really nice because a lot of times, I'm going to admit this. I mean, I guess it's fine to move around in a Class A when you're driving, but we would have our daughter up here because we didn't have an airbag, so we'd, you know, put her car seat in, and a lot of times she would start crying, or I would need to come entertain her, and I would sit on that big hot rock. And it was so hot.
Hot rock.
So I'd just be sitting here in the middle. So this is so nice to just, you're not going to burn yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
And like you said, it keeps clean. That's so great.
And why don't you go ahead and give a tug on that guy right there and take a look.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
Isn't that cool? I
know. We needed this. This is something we needed because you can just work while your person drives, get it done, or have your food or whatever you need.
That's it.
Read your book. Wow. This is a game changer.
Now I'm going to blow your mind. Step on out a second, Nelly. Let me show you.
Stepping out. Okay.
All right.
Let me just, all right.
So we're going to show this real quick. We talked about hidden bed, and here we go. We talked about these fancy controls. Why don't you hit the bunk down button, just hold it for me, and see what happens.
Shut your mouth. That is awesome.
Yes.
I've never seen a Class A do this.
Right? Now, normally, you'll want to make sure you move the seats out and put them down. So you're going to want to stop a little bit before it gets, you're good,
there
you're good.
Go. Okay.
Yeah, because it will come all the way down, but you just want to kind of bend the seats back a little. But you have a mattress up there. So, you know, this is super cool because you just drop it down, 500-pound weight capacity.
Wow.
Very easy to just take a snooze.
So you throw either a couple of grandkids up here.
You got it.
Or when the husband, you know, just taking up all the blankets.
That's right. If he's in the doghouse, kick him up front.
Sounds great.
You're out of here. Get out of here,
This is
Bryce.
where Ian would be.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Every night. No, just
That is so cool. I love this feature because in a lot of Class C's, they do have the bunk bed, but it's like right above where you know, so it is a small space, kind of like this when you drive. So to have the open space when you drive, but to have this option.
Exactly. So I don't know what you, Nelly, but I think the customers picked an excellent one this week with the Hurricane 33X. Now, let's say they want to choose for next week because they got to see what was this week. Do you remember how they choose for next week?
All they got to do is, let's see, text you RVS. No. Which one is it? Hold on. RV.
They have to follow us, social media.
They got to follow us on social media.
On Facebook. That way they can vote, right? Facebook, Twitter. That way you guys can vote. Make sure you get it in. I think the cutoff is...
They have to be registered to vote, right?
Yes.
Okay, so they do have to text you RVS.
Absolutely. Yes, to register.
46642.
You got it. That'll also register them for giveaways, which we have a lot of giveaways this week, folks. We've been giving away RVs every week. If you want to get your hands on one, make sure you get registered. Make sure you vote so you know what you get to see next week. We'll walk through it, Nelly. Thank you so much. And great pick, folks, on the 33X.